Hello, I'm James Haskell and welcome to O2 Inside Line Live. I'm joined once again by the lovely Nolli Waterman, but also, much more importantly, on his second cap, well, slightly more important today, is Harry Randall. How are you, sir?
I'm very well, thanks.
Are you sober? Because obviously this has been slightly delayed, as those of you at home will notice, because we got an update that people were naked, dancing, singing and having a beer.
There has been a few instances in the change room so far. I am very sober as we speak, so maybe very different later on. But
why do I not believe you? Why is there a little side eye, you know?
So how was it like last week? Probably couldn't have got any better for a debut. Scoring, player of the match. What were the nerves like running out for your second cap? Because you set the bar so high in week one.
Yeah, I mean, they're actually settled a little bit more than last week from the first cap. So now it was just nice to get out there again with the boys and put in a good shift and get the win in the end.
How's camp been for you? Was it a complete surprise? Have you enjoyed the level that's been set?
Yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Obviously, a young group of lads in there, loads of new caps, so it was a massive chance for us all to bond together, and I feel like we've done that really well over the last couple of weeks, and hopefully it sort of came through out on the pitch.
What's next for you now? A bit of time off? We can't really go on holiday.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I'm going to try and go on holiday if I potentially can, but just a little bit of downtime, see the family, and do nothing for a few weeks.
And for everyone at home who hasn't had the opportunity to play for England, what does it mean for you to pull on that white shirt finally and get to play the 2 games?
I mean, it means absolutely everything. I mean, it's sort of like the pinnacle of your career, really, isn't it? You grow up wanting to play for your country, and I'm fortunate enough to have done that now. So it means a lot, and it's a very, very big moment for me and my family.
Well, listen, sorry.
No, I'm just fascinated. I played scrum half, and the ability of your 10 makes such a difference. The man of the hour at the moment is Marcus Smith.
Of course.
How's it been for you playing alongside someone like that and getting your debuts together?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, everyone knows what Marcus Smith can do. We don't need to sort of compliment on his attributes too much, but like I said, he's a class player, and I feel like we've connected really well, and I think that's the key thing with 9 and 10 combinations. You've got to connect really well and know what each other's about, and I feel like we've done that well over the last couple of weeks.
Well, listen, mate, well done, congratulations, you've been fantastic. Hopefully we'll see much more of you, and enjoy your time off.
Thank you very much, appreciate it. Thank you.
Harry.
Cheers.
Who's up next? Beno, the man, fresh with some high-level documentary making. How are you, bud?
What's going on, bro?
You well?
I'm nice.
Hi.
Hello.
Good to be back in the England fold.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, it's just exciting, and like the new squad and stuff, so it's been decent.
How different is this from your previous experiences with England?
Completely different. But it's bound to be, do you know what I mean? Like, there's just so many different people, so many new people. Eddie put me in like a leadership role this time round, which was odd.
Why? Because you don't feel like you're like that, or was it just a bit of a surprise, or did you quite enjoy the leadership?
Oh no, I enjoy it, and I was like, I relished it and enjoyed it, but it's just different, like you come into camp before, you're not, and then now you're supposed to, organise a bit more and think about what everyone else before.
Do you enjoy that extra responsibility? Because I think I always found when you're with Eddie that if he gives you that empowerment, he kind of wants to help you grow, and it's nice to have that arm around you. You sort of feel part of it, because he can. If he doesn't like you, then you'll know about it. If he likes you, you're in.
You'll know. If you don't have a nickname, you're in trouble.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know. People don't really appreciate that. That actually, if he's talking to you and he's getting stuck into you, he's a big fan of you. Big fan of you.
To get better, yeah. Basically, he'll come and just have little conversations with you about little bits and bobs, and then just want you to get better, yeah.
And last week you came off the bench and absolutely destroyed some Americans. And today you came off the bench and absolutely destroyed some Canadians. So what was that your goal, just to go and whack people about, or what was it?
I feel like that's sort of my job, innit? Like, like I'm big and that, so the whole point is just to hit people and carry hard and scrum hard. That's literally, I have the simplest job. Like every week it's the same 3 things: scrum hard, carry hard, hit hard. And if you do those 3 things, you should have a decent game.
And do you think Ellis set the stall out with, he got a lot of front foot ball, so are you looking at him and as the player that you're going to be coming on for, as right, I'm going to lift it even more when I get on there?
He always does. Like, Ellis is just a bad boy player, so it's just like, come on and try and elevate and do what I can do as well. So that's just my goal every time.
Talk to me. Obviously, we see what happens on game day. sort of the last time you were in camp was very different because you didn't have the COVID restrictions. We've now got that. What are you guys doing, tonight? What are you going to do to let your sort of hair down? What have you been doing? Anything you can tell us about? Because I know everyone at home will love to know what you boys do.
So we had a few more, this time we were able to have movie nights. So we rented out a screen in Richmond, and we had a movie night this week. We watched Black Widow. Last week we did it in Penny Hill, and we sort of set that up, and some boys go play golf, some watch a movie. That's on the day off. On training days, you're just tired.
Yeah.
All you're trying to do is recover for the next day. But on days off, that's basically what we've done for the past couple of weeks. And then we play little games, and yeah, that's it pretty much.
What's next for you? What are you going to do? Get a bit of time off? Are you making? Is there another documentary on the horizon? Because obviously you've got your creative juices flowing. Is there more to come?
Yeah, there's a lot of admin to do at home. You know when you're in camp, you just put it off. You just put it off, and I'm gonna go home for 3 days. I'm gonna have to do loads of admin, but for this whole week, I'm probably gonna stay in London, just at home with my family and friends, and just get so right. I'm gonna go to a different place for this whole week. Yeah.
Amazing.
And we finally had a really decent crowd the last couple of weeks. Did you have any special people in the crowd? How was it playing in front of them? Was it pretty cool to be out there?
Capped, I didn't have my parents here, so it was just nice for them. It was nice, and because there is people here, but there's not that many. You can actually see your parents, and so while you're singing the anthem, that's quite nice and stuff. It's sort of like you're at centre court or something, so you know exactly where they are, and you're singing it, and you can enjoy it and stuff like that. So that was actually quite nice. Yeah.
Well, listen, look after yourself. Enjoy your time off, mate. Congratulations. Great to see you back in the England fold, and hopefully we'll see much more of you soon.
Much love, that's great trainers.
Cheers, mate. I appreciate that. Alex Dombrandt, it's your time, sir, to shine. Wait, honestly, I get a lot of heat for my shoe game, and I'm quite impressed that he's given me that. Hello, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. Good to see you. How are you, UK?
Now, I actually got to interview you post-game for your first game against the Barbarians, where you absolutely tore up. I think quite a few people were surprised that you weren't then included on that tour. Just tell everybody at home, how good has it been to finally get your full England debut? Because you have a huge fan base. You're almost as popular as Marcus Smith, but not quite. Almost, because no one's as popular as that. Just take us through the emotions.
Yeah, no, it's been a special day. Obviously, to have fans and to share it with my friends and family makes it even more special. No, I've been working hard for it. I won't not admit that. So yeah, to finally get out there, it was a special day.
And what was it like standing in the tunnel? Finally being in the Twickenham tunnel, not for club, but for country.
Yeah, it was special. It was different, but I felt ready. I was excited. I was looking forward to it, and to share it with Marcus and Joe Marchant. Obviously being Quins boys was extra special too. So yeah.
When you played for England before, and obviously Quins have had an amazing season, you've been such a key part of that, been absolutely fantastic throughout, and to get that Premiership win. Was this quite sweet as well to get that at the end? Because I imagine there was quite a bit of disappointment before that it was taking this long to get out on the field.
Yeah, it's been a special season, one that will live with me forever. I think, you said at the start of the season to win the Premiership and then get my first England cap, I would have laughed at you. So, no, it's a special season, and looking forward to some downtime now where I can properly let it sink in, I think.
How was your body after the final and then having to go into England camp? Were you a bit gutted that you actually couldn't rest a bit?
Yeah, it was one of them. I was extremely tired, but then also excited at the opportunity to hopefully get my first cap. I think I probably speak for quite a lot of the boys here. It's almost felt like a never-ending season, almost like back-to-back seasons. So, but all the boys have been great this camp, worked hard, and there was light at the end of the tunnel after this game. So yeah, looking forward to some downtime now.
How's Eddie Jones been with you?
Yeah, he's been great. All the conversations I've had with him personally have been really positive. He wants to see me get my hands on the ball and give me a bit of free license in attack, and so yeah.
Is that the work-ons he's given you? Because I know sometimes he can be very direct with people. We've heard he spoke to Sam Simmons about what he required. You've been in a similar boat where you've been having such a fantastic season that people have wanted you in the mix. Are you quite clear what you need to do next season to stay in this shirt?
Yeah, definitely. The attack is what I love to do, but obviously to be a consistent test player you need that all-round game, and it's the defensive side is something that I've been really working on, and he's been impressed with the progress that I've made there so far, but it's about doing that on a consistent basis now. Hopefully next season I can do that.
What was your favourite bit about becoming an England player today?
I think the build-up was pretty special. I think getting my cap,
Who presented it to you?
It was Ellis Genge, so he did the forwards. Yeah, that was a special moment. And then, like I said, walking out, running out with the boys was really special, and to have your friends and family here was extra special.
Now, a long time ago, when I made my debut, there was a few traditions that had to happen.
Yeah.
Have to sing on the front of the bus. Have to have a drink with every member of the squad. Obviously, it's 2021, so I don't know if you guys drink anymore or anything else. I know you do, definitely. Will there be a few traditions going on this evening? Will you boys be able to let your hair down, obviously in a safe, COVID-friendly bubble?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it's important that you enjoy these days. So we'll definitely have a few drinks tonight, enjoy each other's company, and then see what happens, and then look forward to a nice chilled off season.
Sorry.
I just think we'd be remiss to not talk about Marcus Smith. Yeah. Ugo mentioned that your friends, not just rugby friends, but your actual real friends. Yeah. How proud of you are you of him?
Yeah, words can't describe how proud I actually was getting a bit emotional in the change room actually. Like he's worked so hard for this opportunity, and to see him get that call up, it's extra special. I'm genuinely so proud of him, and I can't wait to see him do what he does out there. And so I'll be watching.
When you talk about the emotion, it seems just lastly that you guys at Quins have had a real special bond. Obviously, you had a bit of a dip in the season. Everybody talks about how you players came together. I mean, both you and Marcus have been fantastic, but to see him to get that opportunity, it seems like it means a lot to all of you on a much deeper level. Like, we're always pleased for our friends, but for you guys, it seems like you're part of a family.
Yeah, no, look, I just went on my phone there, and on the Quins group chat, everyone already was piling messages of support and love for him, and he's such a loved character. He's such a big character at Quins. He's one of our leaders. He's a special player. Quins is, Marcus Smith. Marcus Smith is the future. So now, from a personal level, I'm so proud of him, and I can't wait to see what he's going to do in the Lions show.
Well, mate, listen, that's amazing. Even I asked for a photo with him earlier just to stay relevant.
Absolute fanboy.
Absolute fanboy. Anything to get a few likes and follows. But mate, listen, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You've done an amazing job.
Thank you.
Got a great season, and I
Thank you
100% expect to see you more wearing that England shirt again.
Fingers crossed. Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, guys.
Well, Nolli, what an end to the summer internationals. Such a large amount of fairy tales happening. Debuts, over 12 debutants in the first game. More today. Marcus Smith called up for the Lions. I mean, can you sort of sum it up for everyone?
England rugby's in a good place, right? I think, it was a tough time for fans, for the players, for Eddie and the management during the Six Nations. Huge disappointment with some of the performances, but to see so many young players take their club form into the white shirt is just magical. And for Beno to talk about the fact he got to sing the anthem to his family, his parents, I know that that's something that I will always treasure as a player. So the fact that they've got that today and last week is mega special.
I love that story from here as well. Every time I ever played, I was very lucky. My parents came to support me. I would always pick them out in the crowd. My mum would always wave. I was like, Mum, you can't do that. But I just want to touch on that last point. I think, look, there was disappointing Six Nations. We've obviously had a difficult thing across the globe. People get a bit antsy, but I really do believe what you say. England rugby's in an amazing place. We're getting fans back in the stadium, and do you know what? There is so much depth. Now there is players here that are on the beginning of a journey. Radwan is the fastest dude I've ever seen. Like, he has...
His acceleration
is
wicked.
Ridiculous. And I think there are so many players that are going to feature for the future. People will do downtime now. When you were playing, what are you going to do in this off season? Well, not you, because you're retired, washed up like me. But what do you think these players need to do now to get ready for next season?
Not look at rugby kit, not talk about rugby, and just spend loads of time with people that have got nothing to do with the sport. I'm sure their family will be chomping at the bit to get some actual quality time. Their partners, their families. I think what's been really special is, like you say, lots of the new players have come in, they've performed well, but I believe that actually that is going to create a better England, because if you've got someone chomping at your heels coming up after you, that only makes the best better, which is a brilliant time. But this off-field time now is so important for everyone. I think everyone that works at the RFU, there's some weary eyes behind the cameras, that everybody that's made all of this possible. I think we can't underestimate how much work has gone in during this COVID time to get this actually even happening. So, I think everyone has deserved a beer and enjoy the football tomorrow.
Well, Nolli, listen, it's been a pleasure working with you the last couple of games. Maybe we'll be back, maybe we won't. I'm always this close to getting cancelled, as I said before. if you enjoy all the rugby, all the coverage, then please make sure that you stay tuned to all the O2 channels. Make sure you follow England Rugby on their Instagram. There'll be loads of clips on their Facebook page, Twitter, across the coming weeks. There's so much to give. Thank you to all the fans who've stuck with England, who have enjoyed it. There's so much more to give. I've been James Haskell. You've been watching O2 Inside Line Live. We'll be back before you know it.